I need Dr. Schwartz's outfit, don't I? We got the glasses. I need his beard. Who's got a beard I can take? Can I break into this? Oh, I can. Nice. Professor Gyjax, after reading your letter, I understand that the risk of exposure by my master is great. I believe that even if we employ hairpieces, heavy top coats, and generous tips, nothing would slip him safely past this country's custom officials. Generous tips. Tee-hee. As the great day draws near, my master's behavior will become more uncontrollable and our plan should not risk ruin due to unwanted attention. So I ask you to keep light, my master, close at hand. He will enlighten you when darkness returns to cover this place. Echoes from 5 New Orleans. What? Why is it a 5 there? Tells me that people that need more means, make sure they have what they need so their deliveries to you are not overly delayed. I hope to congratulate you on the quality of your work when I receive your package. Did he accept you amongst his? Who wrote this? Oh, it's oil stained. Oil is a variety that has been used in common. Has not been in use common for some time. The person who wrote this letter must therefore have access to old stores of lamp oil. The letter is also recent, being dated a few days ago. I can infer it was posted from Europe and should have passed through the countries with a reliable postal service. A strong odor of iodine was also detected. The letter was also in the presence of the sea air before it was posted. Unfortunately, the envelope it came with was not found. What if that's from the docks in London? It's the only place we've been that has a sea air, isn't it?
Hold on. There is an oily stain on this letter. It smells of iodine. Interesting.
Yeah. Irony. Letters from Gyjax's office. They originated from various Swiss banks. Shows that during the last months, the doctor completed several sales of precious stones. Each transaction was for great amounts. He must have a real treasure. This letter also revealed funds were transferred to the specific bank accounts in London and New Orleans. So the selling of gems from whoever to fund the operations in London and New Orleans.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
These letters are from various Swiss banks and show that the doctor made several sales of precious stones over these last months, and each time for higher profit. He must have access to a real treasure. I see numerous transfers were made to an account holder in the Bank of London and another in a bank here in New Orleans. I must take note of these transactions.
It's weird that it says a bank here in New Orleans. We're not in New Orleans, mate. So, yeah. Is that it? Can I? Yeah, that seems to be it. Can I look now?
I need a name.
No, I need another name. What am I doing with this bloody crowbar? Who am I crowbarring? Oh, I forgot that. The 3 bells, remember from the kitchen. 3 bells and then a long bell. This is the short bell. This is the long bell. You come in here later on to escape. So that's your way out. I'm trying to think where the beard is. I need to dress up as Dr. Schwartz. What's the poker for? I missed something. Oh, what have I missed? Oh, God. I'm back at that stage again where I've missed something obvious. I'm trying to think. Spectacles because he wears glasses. I got a wig. Do I need to?
2 times 6.
Apparently, he will only speak with one
Yeah.
particular...
I thought so. I missed something, I don't know. It's supposed to do with the poker.
Impossible.
Not in there. Oh. Oh no.
It must be used to punish insolent pupils. Slightly excessive.
Are you kidding me, Sherlock? You've seen how excessive this fucking place is. It's so weird that he doesn't react to...
This should prove
There
you...
it is. I know.
And now time to become the good Professor Schwartz and pay a visit to Wolf.
It's weird how he has no reaction to how badly people are being treated in this place. Okay, maybe I don't need the hairpiece. This one.
So, Wolf, I see you have mastered your lesson. Splendid.
That accent.
Professor Schwartz?
I congratulate you, Wolf. I cannot say the same about your other classmates. I am most unhappy with their behavior, because it seems they have been cheating.
Professor Schwartz, you saw them, didn't you? I know my lessons. I always work so hard, and the others, they crib from me.
I know, my boy, I know. But their leader, he is a doctor, isn't he?
Yes, Professor, yes. He is the most vile member of the group. Sometimes he tries to keep me from my lessons. He says he will treat me like the others who don't speak like us and who scream so very loud when he punishes them. But I keep to my lessons and recite my tables all the day. He can't stop me.
That's good, my boy. You have made me proud. Now, I need your help. Where do they meet? I must find them and make sure they get the punishment they so rightly deserve.
They meet over there, but it is well hidden and only the doctor has the code. First, he makes noise with the fire near his office. Afterwards, he makes noise with the fire in front of me. And then he makes noise behind me. You will see he does not know his lessons.
Thank you, Wolf. That's a clever boy. You have earned high marks this term, but for now you must try to recite your lessons in silence. Since I am the professor, I know and see everything. There is never a need to shout.
As you say, Professor Schwartz.
I don't need it anymore.
Just take it off in front of him. I'm sure he's not suspicious. So the whole he makes noise by a fire. If that's confusing, if you press space, when you know his office, it will highlight these. So you have to turn. There's 3 of them. It said it makes noise near his office. It makes noise in front of him. Should be this one, and then it makes noise behind him. And again, if you press the space bar, it will highlight which ones you need to be. Jar here.
It works. Simplicity itself. Blood.
Huh. What? Morning. Guy needs a...
My apologies, but I do not understand what you're trying to say. If I may introduce myself, I am...
Who you are means nothing. All that matters is your reverence to the One. You came to invoke the great Lord with the speaking, and now I ask you, who am I, you wretched mortal?
What's the name of the Enlightened one? This is super confusing. I don't... I mean, I know what it is because of some weird reasons. It was obvious to me when I played this. But again, my brain works in very, very weird ways. So, I'm guessing this is the Indian dude who is writing all the pictures. If you remember the temple in the docks where Amos was, there was like depictions of I said they were like Indian deities. And they felt out of place, but now we're introduced to this chap. It kind of makes sense. So, anyway, that's my thing anyway. I'm trying to make sense of it in my brain. So he's like, what's the name of the Enlightened one? I don't know how obvious it is to people. Bloody hell, that is really bright. My eyes! And as you can see, it kind of ruins it when you look at the his name. It basically tells what his name is, and it's like, who am I? He's like, hey, it says right there, Abyss Light. Now, if you remember, we picked up a document in the last... Oh, God. Where is it? This. Light of Abyss. He is the one that you choose to show us the beauty of deep blackness, Light of Abyss. So, and this guy's called Abyss Light. So, we could type in Abyss Light. Maybe that'll work.
Even your pitiful mind can find enlightenment before serving as food for the servants of chaos.
Why's he got a lisp now all of a
Those
sudden?
poor souls kidnapped in London. And what about the others who passed through here in their travels?
Your search is in vain. You are nothing to the great Lord. Soon he will heed our call, when those titans will be reassembled for the awakening of their king. The sleeping Lord shall walk the earth. You and your kind will tear your flesh when you learn how your lives insult the great Lord and Master. You will plead for the abyss, as have all those before you who fed the Great One. Those who give their weak flesh to our Lord cry for his return. So shall you. He has lain dreaming, silent, hungry, awaiting his followers. Tremble in awe. Behold, the Great One returns.
He makes so much noise. I better be on my way before he attracts the entire staff.
How did he make that much noise that everyone heard him? So weird. So yeah, it's funny how his accent changed. Anyway, we have to leave. I don't know if this is a timed thing, but we're gonna leave anyway. I really don't want to have to be like, oh, the game's finished, we have to start over again. So to leave, it's 3 of these. And then a long one. Yoink. Secret lift, baby. Oh. Oh. It's all automatic. Oh. So, there's a patient. So, that is the lady's cell who had the doll. Or is it Heidi? So yeah, we came through that room. Was it to the right of this door is the prison cell where we came when we was originally. And in front of this door will be the classroom. That's where we are. So we can't do anything but talk to this chap, who looks oddly familiar. So
No challenge here. It is a primitive lock. Any simple metal...
So this guy is this smart person who
Pardon me, sir. I need your help. He does not seem to hear me.
this guy is the smart guy who was the other, is it Professor Herzog, whatever his name is, wanted to take to university. Let's find out who he is, even though he looked oddly familiar. Who is this guy? He looks very familiar, almost too familiar.
Moriarty! Moriarty, my worst enemy and a man who was presumed dead. Who could think this demon could have survived such a great fall at Reichenbach? He seems a shadow of his former self. There is no doubt he has truly lost his memory and therefore cannot be a part of these events.
Oh no. Moriarty? Again, this is like, if you don't read or know anything about what this... basically, Sherlock and Moriarty fought... and Moriarty fell. And at the end of whatever that story was called, yeah, this is how, it's basically how he ended up here. Look at those; they are literally the same character. Like Dr. Gyjax, Dr. Bastard, and
Find this outsider as quickly as possible and bring him to the treatment room. I shall take care of his memory.
Okay, thank you.
Professor, do
Doctor
you hear that voice?
Weird Voice.
This man who is speaking to two others, a man of great intellect and ability, who is approaching and is even now right behind that door.
This is
You know him, Professor.
Holmes being quite cruel.
Come now, Professor. You can't have forgotten so easily. Let me remind you, Professor. I am going to reveal his identity. I will tell you his name. You know him well, Professor. He is...
Dr. Watson.
Sherlock Holmes.
Stand where you are.
Brilliant. That is some... That animation was just like... Zit, zit. It kind of... Zit, zit, zit. Brilliant.
At last, the laundry. First of all, I must prepare my Amos disguise.
Yeah, hopefully nobody notices me coming out of this room. And we run away.
It is the imposter. He is here.
I'll sort you out, buddy. Come here.
Where the hell's that guy?
The doctor is not here.
Fucking Watson.
We had internal concerns arise today. Herr Director is engaged with urgent hospital matters and cannot be disturbed.
Very well. We will take this troublesome wretch along with us. Perhaps tomorrow the doctor and I will be able to discuss our other matter.
Fuck's sake, Watson.
First of all, my friend, you should know that you have been dealing with two famous professionals.
Yeah,
Your deceit
two
has
twats
failed,
more like.
and you should know that it is impossible to confound us. Who are you, and why have you come here?
What
the-
is your opinion, Watson?
How did he change so fast?
Holmes! But what are you doing here? And you are as white as a sheet. It seems as though you met a ghost.
It's quite possible, Watson. Quite possible.
A dramatic turn to the
You
turn of
should
his
tell
head.
me about your plans, Holmes.
Definitely not, Watson. You would
Brilliant.
have acted in an unnatural manner and done everything to persuade me against my course of action.
You can be sure of that. Good God, Holmes, think of the risk you took.
Indeed, Watson, and I hesitate to reveal my further plans. They are likely to be far more dangerous.
Will you explain?
Even though I know the crux of this affair began in Europe and even perhaps in England, we have no elements indicating the when, the where, and the how. Our only lead would have us travel to a continent not our own, one that is wild and untamed in many ways. I assume that you now know the name of our next destination.
It's the only name we know is New Orleans. I don't know how Watson would know this because he wasn't present when we found out. God, how do you spell New Orleans? Oh, got it right.
You are quite correct,
Wigged it.
Watson. New Orleans, Louisiana, located in the wilds of America. Our
Louisiana.
nemesis has a group of his men there, and we must arrive in time to stop them. We must make haste to Le Havre and book ship's passage immediately. I took precautions before our departure from Switzerland, but it is imperative we maintain the utmost secrecy regarding both our true identities and our destination. We are dealing with a cunning and powerful adversary, Watson. Quite powerful.
No, we're not. It's a bloody cult. It's a cult of idiots who are trying to summon Cthulhu. For fuck's sake.
Do you require assistance, young man?
It's got the same coat as Holmes does. Okay, it's creepy fucking hands. What's going on?
Ooh.
Wow.
Ah, yes, young man. As a Mr. the big detective, it is often necessary to use all of one's little grey cells to solve great mysteries.
Hercule! Hercule! Where are you? Oh, here you are. Naughty boy, come along now.
That's the same woman.
Your stop is coming soon. An agent will assist you with your
Madame
luggage.
Poirot. So that was supposed to be Hercule Poirot. You don't know who that is, then yeah. It's a detective, isn't it?
As soon as we find a hotel, we shall send for our bags. I took care to leave nothing of value on board. Everything is safe and secure right here. I even have a rough map of the city. As you can see, Holmes, I prepared for every possibility. And here we are in the New World. A whole continent ready to welcome us with open arms. Is this not invigorating, Holmes?
No.
Think of the challenge that lies ahead.
Indeed, Watson, but let me remind you that we have few clues and time is not our ally, and countless lives rely upon our success.
You are right, Holmes. Perhaps we should secure some local currency with our bills of exchange. At the present, we have but a few dollars at our disposal.
I think we should go to the Louisiana Nymph. You know? Ask them for some information, if you know what I mean. That's definitely a whoreboat, isn't it? I mean, it kind of good situation. It's in a nice area. You know, all the weary travellers come off the boat after they've had a
Better to turn back.
you know, a grueling God knows how many hours on this fucking weird looking boat. It's just what you need to do. Just head to the Louisiana Nymph for some R&R. Oh, Watson. We know where you're going later, mate. As long as you're after to find out, you're fine. I ain't gonna blab on you, dude. Come on, sexy lips, to the Louisiana Nymph.